If you're over 60, your insulin might be silently locking away your fat, making weight loss nearly impossible. But here's the twist. Fix this one simple thing, and you could start losing weight without giving up your favorite meals. I'm not talking about crash diets or starving yourself. This is about how your body actually unlocks stored fat, something most doctors never explain. Meet Mary. She's 67 years old, a loving grandmother who loves her morning walks and eats what she thinks is a healthy diet. Plenty of veggies, lean proteins, and whole grains. But here's the problem. No matter how hard Mary tries, the scale barely moves. Sometimes she even gains a pound or two. She's frustrated. She's eating less, moving more, but her body just won't cooperate. It feels like she's being punished simply for getting older. And deep down, she's scared about diabetes, heart problems, and what this means for her future. Here's what's really going on. After 60, your body's sensitivity to insulin, the hormone that controls blood sugar, drops by nearly 30%. Think of insulin as a key, and your fat cells as locked doors. When insulin is high, those doors stay locked tight, trapping fat inside instead of letting it go. Every time your blood sugar spikes, insulin rushes in to store more fat, making weight loss feel impossible. That's why even healthy eating can feel like a losing battle. But what if there was a way to reset how your body uses insulin? Naturally, gently, without crazy diets or exhausting workouts. Here's the truth. Losing weight isn't just about eating fewer calories or exercising harder. It's about timing. When you eat, how your hormones like insulin respond, and how your body manages fat storage and release. So if you've been blaming yourself for not shedding pounds, stop right there. It's not your fault, it's your biology. But here's the good news. By understanding how insulin works in your body, especially after 60, you can flip the switch and start melting stubborn fat. In the next few minutes, I'm going to share 7 powerful insulin tricks that 99% of people don't know about. Simple, science-backed steps that can help you unlock your fat-burning potential naturally. Get ready to discover how small changes can make a big difference, without starving yourself or giving up the foods you love. Trick 1. The 10-hour eating window. Let me tell you about Jim. He's 72 years old, and just like many of us, he's struggled with his weight for years. He tried cutting calories, he tried healthy diets, but the stubborn pounds just wouldn't budge. Then, Jim discovered something simple, not a complicated diet, not a new superfood, but a timing trick called the 10-hour eating window. Instead of eating all day long, Jim started eating only within a 10-hour period each day. For example, he'd have breakfast at 8 a.m. and finish dinner by 6 p.m. That small change helped him lose 18 pounds in just a few months. No calorie counting, no hunger pangs, just a natural rhythm his body responded to. So, why does this work? Here's the science made simple. Your body produces insulin whenever you eat, especially carbs and sugars. Insulin's job is to store energy, and that means it locks away fat for later. When you eat constantly throughout the day, your insulin stays elevated almost all the time. That means your fat cells stay locked, and your body doesn't get a chance to burn stored fat. But when you limit your eating to a 10-hour window, your body gets a break. Insulin levels drop during the fasting hours, giving your body time to unlock and burn fat. Studies show that time-restricted eating can reduce fasting insulin levels by 20 to 30%, a big boost for your metabolism. And here's the best part. You don't have to change what you eat, just when you eat. So, if you're used to a big breakfast at 7 a.m., try pushing it back to 9 a.m. Or if you love evening dinners, try finishing your meal by 6 p.m. The goal is to create a daily fasting period of at least 14 hours. That's the sweet spot where your insulin drops and fat burning kicks in. Imagine your body like a gatekeeper. The gate stays closed when insulin is high, But when insulin drops, the gate opens and your stored fat can finally be used for energy. Jim's simple change gave him back control over his weight and his energy, and it can do the same for you. Try this for just a week, and notice how your appetite and energy levels respond. Remember, this isn't about deprivation, it's about respecting your body's natural cycles, especially as we age. Trick 2. Protein first at every meal. Now, let me introduce you to Susan. She's 68 and struggled with energy slumps and constant cravings, especially mid-morning and afternoon. One morning, Susan decided to make a tiny change. Instead of reaching for a bowl of cereal or toast, she started her day with eggs and Greek yogurt, a protein-packed breakfast. Almost immediately, she noticed something amazing. Her energy lasted longer, and those nagging cravings? They started fading away. So, what's behind this change? Protein is like the steady fuel your body loves. Unlike sugary carbs that cause your blood sugar to spike and then crash, protein slows down digestion. This means your blood sugar rises gradually, avoiding the roller coaster that triggers insulin spikes and fat storage. Plus, protein revs up your metabolism because your body uses more energy to digest it compared to carbs or fats. For seniors, who naturally lose muscle mass and metabolic speed as they age, getting enough protein is a game changer. The simple action here is to start every meal with a good source of protein. Think eggs, Greek yogurt, fish, or lean poultry. By having protein first, you slow the absorption of carbs that come later in the meal, keeping insulin levels steadier and your hunger controlled. So next time you sit down for breakfast, try this. Plate your eggs or yogurt first, and then add your toast or fruit. You'll feel fuller longer and reduce the chances of those mid-morning snack attacks that pack on pounds. Remember Susan, she didn't have to overhaul her entire diet. Just a small protein-first habit helped her regain energy and keep cravings at bay. This simple trick can do the same for you, balancing blood sugar and helping you lose weight naturally. Trick 3. Walk 10 minutes after eating. Now, let me tell you about Robert and his wife, Linda. Both in their early 70s, they made a simple change that transformed their health. They started taking a 10-minute walk right after every meal. At first, it was just a casual stroll around the block, but soon they noticed their blood sugar levels were more balanced, their digestion improved, and they both began losing stubborn belly fat. Here's why this works. When you eat, your blood sugar rises, and insulin is released to manage that sugar. But a short walk after meals helps your muscles absorb glucose, meaning your body needs less insulin to store fat. Studies show that walking just 10 minutes after eating can reduce insulin spikes by up to 30%. That's huge for anyone struggling with insulin resistance, especially seniors. And the best part? You don't need fancy equipment or a gym membership, just a comfortable pair of shoes and a safe place to walk. Try this. Right after your meal, get up and walk at a gentle pace for about 600 steps or 10 minutes. It can be around your home, in your yard, or a nearby park. This simple habit not only helps control insulin but also boosts your metabolism and mood. Imagine turning your post-meal sluggishness into an energy boost. Robert and Linda's story shows that consistent small steps, literally, lead to big changes. So, after your next meal, take that walk. Your body will thank you. Trick 4. The vinegar advantage. Now, let me share a secret that's been quietly passed down in families for generations, the vinegar advantage. My grandmother, like many seniors, used a simple homemade tonic every day. A splash of apple cider vinegar mixed with water before meals. She swore it helped her digestion and kept her energy steady throughout the day. Science now confirms what she knew intuitively. Apple cider vinegar helps lower your blood sugar spike after meals by as much as 34%. This means your body releases less insulin, reducing fat storage and making it easier to burn fat. Here's how it works. Vinegar slows down the digestion of carbohydrates, which smooths out blood sugar swings. It's a gentle, natural way to support insulin sensitivity. So here's a simple step for you. Before a meal with higher carbs, like bread, rice, or potatoes, mix 1 tablespoon of apple cider vinegar in a glass of water and drink it about 15 minutes before eating. You can add a little honey if the taste is too strong. If you're concerned about acidity, just be sure to dilute it well and rinse your mouth afterward to protect your teeth. This small habit can make a surprising difference in your insulin levels and weight loss journey. Like my grandmother, you don't need fancy supplements or complicated diets. Just a natural, everyday kitchen ingredient working for you. Trick 6. Swap naked carbs for balanced meals. Have you ever noticed how a simple snack like an apple or a piece of bread can sometimes leave you feeling tired or hungry soon after? That's because when you eat what I call naked carbs, carbs without protein, fat, or fiber, your blood sugar spikes quickly, followed by a crash that leaves you craving more. Let me tell you about George, a 70-year-old retiree who used to grab cookies or plain crackers when he got hungry between meals. He found himself reaching for snacks all day, gaining weight and feeling tired. Then George made a small switch. He started pairing his carbs with protein or healthy fats. Instead of just an apple, he ate apple slices with a handful of almonds. Instead of plain crackers, he added some cheese. The difference was clear. His blood sugar stayed steadier, his cravings dropped, and his energy improved. Here's why this works. When you eat carbs with protein or fat, digestion slows down. This prevents those rapid blood sugar spikes and reduces insulin surges. For seniors, this balanced approach helps control appetite, supports muscle maintenance, and helps keep fat off. So next time you have a snack or meal, ask yourself, is this a balanced plate? If it's mostly carbs alone, add a protein or fat source, nuts, cheese, eggs, or even a spoonful of peanut butter. These small swaps can help you keep your insulin steady, reduce fat storage, and stay fuller longer. George's story is a great example of how small changes, not big restrictions, create lasting results. Try it out and notice how your energy and hunger levels respond. Trick 7. The bedtime snack switch. Let me tell you about Barbara. She's 69 and loved ending her day with a small sweet treat. A few cookies or a piece of cake. But over time, she noticed her belly was getting larger, and she struggled to lose weight no matter what she did. What Barbara didn't realize was that late-night sugary snacks can cause insulin spikes while you sleep, blocking your body's ability to burn fat overnight. Our bodies follow a natural rhythm. At night, insulin levels should be low so fat can be released and burned for energy. When you eat high-sugar snacks before bed, insulin rises, fat burning slows, and the scale can stay stuck. The good news? You don't have to give up a bedtime snack. Barbara switched to a small bowl of Greek yogurt with fresh berries, a low-sugar, high-protein option. Within weeks, she noticed her belly fat shrinking and her sleep improving. Here's why this works. Protein before bed supports muscle repair and keeps insulin levels steady. Low glycemic berries provide antioxidants without causing big sugar spikes. And the combination keeps hunger at bay so you don't wake up starving. So, for your next bedtime snack, choose foods like Greek yogurt, cottage cheese, or a small handful of nuts paired with berries. This small switch supports overnight fat burn and helps balance your insulin rhythm. Barbara's simple bedtime change made a big difference, and it can for you too. Remember, it's these small, smart habits that add up to real weight loss and better health after 60. The transformation vision. Now, imagine this, waking up lighter, stronger, and more in control of your body, without fearing the scale or feeling tired before the day even begins. Picture moving through your day with confidence, knowing your body is finally working with you, not against you. Let's quickly recap those 7 insulin tricks that can help you get there. The 10-hour eating window, giving your body time to burn fat. Eating protein first at every meal, to slow sugar spikes and control cravings. Walking 10 minutes after meals, to lower insulin naturally. Using apple cider vinegar before carb-heavy meals, to reduce blood sugar surges. Focusing on strength training over just cardio, building muscle to soak up glucose. Swapping naked carbs for balanced meals with protein and fat, stabilizing blood sugar. Choosing smart bedtime snacks, so your body can burn fat while you sleep. These aren't just theories. Real people like Jim, Susan, and Barbara have used these simple steps to transform their lives. Your age is not a barrier. It's your advantage when you learn how to work with your body's natural rhythms and hormones. You deserve to feel vibrant, healthy, and free from the frustration of stubborn weight. And it all starts with understanding your insulin and making small, powerful changes. If this video helped you understand your body better, go ahead and hit subscribe. I share weekly senior-friendly health strategies that actually work. No gimmicks, just real science and simple habits. And don't miss my next video. Now, I want to hear from you. Which of these insulin tricks will you try first? And should I share my morning blood sugar hack that seniors swear by? Leave a comment below. Your journey starts here.